All right, what's going on, everyone? It is Star Wars Celebration. It is in London, I believe. So that means the news is coming out a lot earlier for us in North America, especially, on the East Coast. We're getting it at, I think 8 a.m. is when I saw some of the news dropping. So I know the new Ahsoka trailer's dropped. We're going to watch it, but let's just quickly scroll through the main Star Wars Twitter account just to catch any high-level details. We'll talk about them real quick, and we'll end with the Ahsoka trailer. So let's see what's going on at Celebration. All right. Skeleton Crew talking, a little bit of Mando talk. I don't think there's going to be any news. Well, I wonder if we'll get a trailer for Skeleton Crew. Original series coming. If it's coming this year, 2023. So hopefully we get a trailer for that during Celebration. I'm surprised they dropped the Ahsoka trailer so early. To be honest, I figured that would have been a hold for the last day. First look at news. So Ahsoka's coming August 2023. This just says Disney Plus 2023, no date. So Mando wraps up in 2 weeks, right? 2 episodes left. So Mando will be over Wednesday the 19th. So then we got May, June, July, August. Whoops. May, June, July, August. We got 4 months till Ahsoka. So will they stick another show in there? Will the Skeleton Crew be that early? I don't know. We just had Bad Batch and Mando overlapping, so I guess it's possible. But my guess is likely it'll be later in the year, like maybe a November release or something like that. If they reveal the date, let me know in the comments. Again, I'm not going to go into too deep detail. I'm just looking at the high level nuggets here from their Twitter account. All right, standard panels, just having everyone out there. Star Wars just revealed Celebration. Kathleen Kennedy welcomes James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Shareem Obaid Chinoy on stage as future directors of 3 new upcoming Star Wars films. So Davey's finally getting his movie? I've literally made videos on Dave Filoni is probably the most deserving person to direct a Star Wars movie. That's exciting. I'm glad he's finally getting that opportunity. He, if there was ever concerns about like his directing skill, you know what I mean? Like you could easily assign someone to like help assist with that, right? Like maybe more of a veteran person than a young person. But I think he's cut his teeth with The Mandalorian. He has all those years in animation. I know animation doesn't translate to live action all that much, like Dave has alluded to in the past. It's a lot different. But between The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and now he has the entire Ahsoka series himself, you figure that's quite the resume for someone to helm their own movie. The Shareem Obaid Chinoy, I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. I believe she's the one she's the one directing the movie. I believe that was going to be done by why is his name slipping me? The Leftovers creator. I literally have a movie, or I made a video about why I love that dude so much. Why can't I think about it? Oh, Damon Lindelof. That's right. So he backed out. So that's that movie, I believe. And then James Mangold from Logan fame. So there's the big thing I noticed here is where is Patty Jenkins? Like, come on, like Rogue Squadron is my personal wish. Like that's at the top of my wish list for any future Star Wars movie was Rogue Squadron. I couldn't believe we were getting it. And, it's been what? It was Disney Plus. It was the Disney Plus or Disney Day. It was a winter. It was like a November release announcement when they did the whole Rogue Squadron announcement. That's been like 2, maybe even 3 years ago now. That's crazy. And like nothing happening. Like, come on, Disney. Come on, Patty. Someone get your act together and just make that movie. But yeah, we don't see Patty here. So if these three are the next slated Star Wars movies, and no Taika Waititi here, again, I don't know, maybe there's gonna be news about their movies separately, but it's interesting we're getting these three directors. You'd figured if they're announcing these three directors, these three movies would be next on the slate. So I think a lot of those previous movies are on the back burner, and if not canceled, which is too bad. Too bad indeed. All right, Daisy Ridley on stage. There was lots of rumors. Okay, let's watch this. Why aren't you making any... Well, the fans seem happy. Is there any more news about what's she doing there? I'm assuming there's rumors she's going to be part of the new movies. I'm assuming that's what it is. Is any of this stage surprise fan? Exciting news about their upcoming film. Show this thread. All right, what does this say? Today, during Lucasfilm Studios Showcase, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy announced 3 new live-action Star Wars films are on the way. Helming the movies are James Mangold from Logan, Indiana Jones, Dave Filoni, and Shreem Obey-Shwana. James Mangold's movie will go back to the dawn of the Jedi. That plot has been rumored before. And for some reason, I thought David Lindelof's movie was rumored about that, but he was writing the other one, so maybe not. Or was it someone else? I've heard that one of the movies is going to be back about the Dawn of the Jedi. That's exciting. To me, I think Star Wars, new Star Wars anyway, has to break free from all these current storylines. They just got to start fresh somewhere. Like, it's a made-up galaxy. Like, you can literally go anywhere and just create brand new stories that have no ties whatsoever to Skywalker, Solos, Reys, whatever it is. Like, just start fresh. So I think that would be cool, you know? Oh, you know what it was? I thought maybe Ryan Johnson maybe wanted to explore that. I can't remember. But anyways, I think, you know, with there not being a lot of character expectations, right? Like, I feel it has a higher chance to be more widely positively accepted, assuming the story's good, the direction's good, you know, the acting's good, etc. Just kind of start blank slate. But, you know, if they go in there and start messing with, like, the lore of the Jedi and where they come from, I guess you could create some controversy. But, you know, a movie like that would excite me. Dave Filoni's will focus on the New Republic and closes out the interconnected stories. Okay, so they're basically, sounds like they're getting Dave Filoni to just basically direct the finale of all those series, and it's going to be in theaters. And I'm okay with, like, if there's anyone to handle, you know, current storylines with all characters we know, Ahsoka, Luke, like all that, Dave Filoni is probably the most trusted hand in that regard. So glad it's Dave helming it, and I'm glad, you know what, they're, with all the work that's been put into all these series and the interconnectedness, I'm glad it's going to end on a movie. And, you know, I hope it's obviously a movie that'll be in theaters. So we'll see. And then Charmine's movie will set after the Rise of Skywalker feature Daisy Ridley back as Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order. Funny, you know, say what you will about the sequel trilogy, but I would think most people thought the sequel trilogy should have been about Luke building the new Jedi Order. So, like, I don't know. It's kind of funny that we're going to finally get that story, but it's going to be set you know, who knows, a decade after the events of The Rise of Skywalker, which was 30 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. Like, it's going to take 40 years of timeline to finally get something about building a Jedi Order. You know, it's too bad it wasn't Luke. Like, we got the fast forward to the end of his new Jedi, which was unfortunate. But we're going to get, you know, we're going to get it in a different setting and characters. Let me know how you guys feel about Rey being back. Personally, I have no problems with Rey. I think the character of Rey probably suffered from a little bit of poor writing in the sequel trilogy. I thought Daisy Ridley was fine. I thought the character was interesting enough. So I think with, you know, the right story, you know, the right direction, and all that, I think Rey could be, you know, could easily be a fascinating character to build a new movie or future movies on, even though we technically just got 3 with her. But I don't know, maybe it's a reboot of sorts. Like, it's almost, maybe it'll be like kind of like a reboot, rebirth for Rey. We get to see her not thrust into like some galaxy saving event. Like, obviously that's what the movie will end up turning into. But, you know, hopefully seeing her in a different light with a little bit of a different vision behind her will change some people's opinions on Rey. But, you know, it looked like Daisy Ridley was happy to be back. I know she probably received some hate on the old social media sphere. But, you know, I'm assuming that paycheck puts a pretty big smile on her face as well. So, hey, if you want to pay me a few $1 million, people can shit on me all day as well. But yeah, okay, cool. 3 new movies coming. Let me know in the comments, what % chance do all 3 movies actually come out? Because, you know, I'm pretty optimistic normally on Star Wars. You know me, like, I always try to look for the positives, but with with all the stuff going on lately, like with all the cancellations or the silent just dropping stuff off the schedule, like, you know, Filoni's is definitely going to happen, right? Because those series are actually ongoing. They got to conclude. I think Charmin's is the furthest along because we've actually heard writing on that script. Although, again, David Lindelof has left the project and they brought on the guy who did Peaky Blinders. So we'll see. We shall see how those turn out. But anyways, hey, any reason to get back into the theater to watch Star Wars, I'm definitely happy about. Definitely happy about. So that's a bit of a surprise. And that's a day 1 announcement too. That's interesting. All right. What else do we got? So we got the Acolytes coming out and doing their character interviews. I'm not going to break down every little character. Don't got time for that. Any big level news here? Indiana Jones stuff. Andor talking. Some more Mandalorian stuff, Andor stuff. Okay, and the Ahsoka trailer. So you know what? Let's just get into Ahsoka here. That's what we all want to see, anyways. Let's do this.
Something's coming.
Yeah, it is.
Something dark. I sense it.
This is a new beginning.
Red.
For some, war.
Oh, man.
For others, power.
Literally the end of Rebels.
It's been a while.
Sabine.
Things have changed. I started hearing whispers about Thrawn's return.
There he is.
As heir to the Empire.
There's the name drop.
We have to prepare for the worst. The Jedi fell a long time ago. There aren't many left.
Perhaps it is time to begin again.
Oh boy. That was probably one of the best trailers I've seen in a minute now. Man. My brother-in-law texted me and said, "Have you seen Ahsoka trailer? Yeah, it looks so cinematic," and like absolutely. That looks like, you know, it should be on the big screen. That was great. You know, we get the heir to the Empire name drop. Literally, like, that is, you know, the book trilogy. Well, book, the first book, right? For the Thrawns from Timothy Zahn's original Thrawn series. We see the back of Thrawn's head. The most interesting part, though, not one, but we have two Sith, I guess. The only thing I thought was a little odd about it. See, the red Lucasfilm always they always know you're in for something darker when they throw that out. So, okay, the Phantom in action here. That's badass. That's so cool. That looks good in live action. Chasing something, hauling something. Love that look. And of course, Hera's back. Hera looked good. Sabine looks good. Chopper looks good. Baylan. So Baylan, and then whoever this woman is, that's a New Republic ship she's tearing up. Do the lightsabers look kind of orange to you? Like, I'm assuming that's supposed to be red. Is that just... I don't know. It just looks a little... That doesn't look quite red, though. You know? It looks like when someone buys a saber and they do a saber unboxing and they light it up red on their camera. It looks... The red always looks like that orangey color. Like... She's obviously evil. Or using the dark side. And it looks like she has a master. So you'd think Sith and Sith Brother. Okay, we got Sabine here. What do you guys think of the look of Sabine? Do we hear her speak? Come on, play some volume.
It's been a while. Things have changed.
Yeah, Sabine looks good. We got Mon Mothma, obviously still the leader. It's just, it's so crazy now how Mon Mothma's character went from, you know, that random, not random, but like the new character Return of the Jedi, as in, oh, this was the leader of the rebellion all along, to now being in literally every Star Wars property. I love it. You know, it's sweet. It's too bad the original actress didn't get that because it happened so long ago, but the fact that Genevieve O'Reilly now has like literally been inserted into so many shows, you know, I love that interconnectivity, and good for her too. She does a really good job. I'm a big Mon Mothma fan. Thrawn looks great. Lots of big ship action. So this guy here, okay. Is this the world between worlds? Look at that. Look what's everything going on. Or is this a temple? This very much looks like a lot of rebel imagery here. And again, orange. Yeah, like look at... What do you guys think? You think that's the world between worlds? Or is this some sort of temple? You know what? The fact that it looks like an archaeological dig site almost. You can see the lamps and some equipment. So this must be a Jedi temple. I wonder if this is that temple in the very first scene back here. Wonder if that has something to do with it. Anyways, I wonder what they're going to do with that. So this new, I'm assuming she's going to be the main threat until they build up to the bigger threat. So she flies a ship. That's looks like Ahsoka's ship. So she's obviously attacking. And here's Buddy again, just crushing New Republic. Yeah, like there's the Force choke. So they're wielding dark, so they must be Sith. I don't know why the lightsabers look like that. Let me know why you think they look a little more orange. It's not just me just being picky or weird about it, but or the way it's filmed nowadays, right? Because they're using an actual saber. Like if this is filmed in the volume, for example, they're actually using the real saber and filming the saber in the volume versus how they used to add it later. So maybe they'll fix that up in VFX with a little red, but you think if they do that for the trailer. Anyway, I don't know. Now this looks like a completely, this doesn't look like that Master or, well, they're using a double blade lightsaber. Okay, look at that. Okay, so that's an Inquisitor. So, I don't think there is Inquisitors in this timeline. But what do we got going on in the background? We got, is this the teardown of a Star Destroyer or building Star Destroyers? Like if it's a building of a Star Destroyer in a flashback, the Inquisitor makes sense. If this is current timeline, and we've seen it in, this season of Mando of them decommissioning the Star Destroyers, then why is there an Inquisitor? Why would there be an Inquisitor? Okay, she's dropping through there. That's the scene where she fights the Inquisitor. And then we get Hyung here. Was he the lightsaber bot? What does he say? It's time to begin again. I wonder if this is like some sort of weird training. I wonder. You know what? It's probably a real Inquisitor, but I wonder. You know in Starkiller that I can't remember the robot's name, but the robot would take the form of someone and he would fight the robot for practice. Can't help but wonder if they have a robot pretending to be an Inquisitor to give Sharp and Ahsoka, because there hasn't been, she hasn't battled a Force user in probably a long time. I don't know. I'm intrigued. We all know Thrawn, right? He had Joris. I can't pronounce his last name. I've always said Seaboth when I've read the book, but I've heard people say Seabaoth or whatever. But we always know he had him. The whole Dark Luke thing. Like there was always going to be some sort of, Sith dark side Force user present. So I guess this is what we're getting right up front. I was wondering, we don't see any Ezra here. I couldn't help but wonder if Thrawn was going to manipulate and turn Ezra into his servant, like have Ezra serve him. Whether or not when they went to the Outer Rim they had to defend them, team up to survive, right? And then maybe they either Thrawn manipulates them or they start seeing eye to eye and they become aligned or something like that. I always thought they might do something interesting with Ezra, maybe in that, Joris role, or, the Dark Luke or something like that. But, I don't know. That just flat out great trailer. Great trailer. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I can see that why, they'd wanted to drop that one right away. It's going to be a long ass wait till August. That was awesome. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Let me know any theories. Let me know anything I missed or anything I was wrong about. And if they drop some more stuff, we'll do another one of these tomorrow. Peace out, everyone. Have a good one.